I think that we're really getting a clearer picture of why a lot of even the development processes or the AIDS monies, all of those things that people are criticizing that have to do with dealing with the poor, is that the right partnerships haven't been put together, and they haven't put the poor at the center of these processes as much as people talk about it structurally. Right, in terms of action and activities, they haven't made those links, and I think that's going to be the question now, is can we leave this meeting at least with the beginning steps of what would it really look like to have a multi-layered partnership with the different groups in place, but with the poor there at the table, which some of us, represent in this meeting of civil society. People have to know it, and that's a big issue everywhere, is that it's almost like we'll need barefoot doctors, as they talked about in China, is that you have millions of people around the world that have no idea what their rights are, what the legal systems are, how it operates, so they themselves are the ones that have to be organized so they can bring it everywhere across their countries. That's what it's going to be. Just like in AIDS, when HIV and AIDS started, people didn't know what it was. Right? And then they found out that didn't matter how much money came from the Global Fund or PEPFAR, the poor that were and others that were being affected by AIDS had to get the information and pass it on. Well, if the civil society, particularly the poor and the grassroots themselves, are not a part of the process, it's not going to become a reality. And because that's one of the major issues that's come out in all these consultations and hearings, is that yes, the government may do something, and they even may have laws on the books, but it's not translated into action on the ground. So part of the work of the Weiro Commission, even in this process and after, will be really to strengthen the networks and organizing and federating the organizing of groups on the ground, so we actually build this process from the bottom up and not from the top down.